Hey,
I'm like
welcome
5
to
minutes.
Saturday night. Not Grimdark, not D&D. We're playing some aliens tonight.
Aliens.
They came from
Hey,
space.
welcome to-
Space.
And Nicholas is in his pod. He's floating through space right now, trying to get to the mothership.
We ejected him.
Well, I am the pilot, so I'm just doing like I'm doing pilot training right now. You know, I'm sitting in a training pod.
He's immersed.
Fully
That's what
immersed.
he's actually dreaming right now because you're all in cryo sleep.
Oh, okay. Wait, who's piloting the ship?
Mother?
Ah! Yeah, I just realized how they did Mother for that too. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's because I was looking it up. I'm like, what the hell does that stand for? And canonically, for it, there's no. It's not short for anything at all. You have to make your own shit up. It's just Mother.
That's way too many letters for me to make an. Oh, I ain't doing that.
Well, it's
Oh, see, now-
MUTHUR, but there's hyphens between each of them, or slashes.
Wait, did you just say it's mother spelled with a U?
MU/TH/UR. So they're like acronyms for something, but nothing's given what it actually means. Is the music coming through for the stream?
I can mute it and check.
I
Yes.
know it's playing. Is it too loud though?
That sounds okay.
Okay. So when we're talking, it's not drowning us out or hard to hear anybody speak.
Sound pretty good.
Okay. Did you ever get in, Scott? Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah.
Did you need the link, or do you care about the sound?
Oh, I'll take the link, sure.
Let's see, pop up again. It worked for Kelsto. I remember we were having problems last time I used it, but he said he got in.
Is it
He
pinned
got in.
somewhere?
I just put it in chat. Just join my
Yeah.
Sirenscape session.
Arr.
Click that and it open up your browser.
I refuse.
Can you restrain yourself, please?
Doing what?
Show some couth, sir.
There's my acronym sheet
Show
for
some
you.
cooch? I'll show some cooch.
Whenever
Ah,
I need
you
to
got
spell
some
something
reefer?
for an acronym, I just ask my AI.
Both you and Calsto said nice when he belched into the mic earlier. This is what you wanted. You created this monster.
What?
Hey,
What?
I create monsters for a
What?
living.
When earlier when he belched, both you and Kate were like, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Before we were on mic, but now that he's
Okay,
doing
no,
it,
it's because the first one was like really long and tasteful. The second one was just underwhelming. I'm disappointed.
You want bigger and better. I got you.
Don't hurt
Ah.
yourself.
Bradley, I'm actually going to take you up on that. I don't think I need to be here.
We don't want to subject Chad to this. We'll see y'all next weekend. We're not going to do.
Yep. We're gonna spend the next hour just commenting on Garrett's burps.
This is
What a
now
time to be alive.
the Burp Connoisseurs channel. Okay, so Nick, you'll have to remember when you get here, if you look on your character sheets, those that weren't in here earlier when we were talking, on the log tab, very bottom, in the middle, there's a scenario agenda.
Okay.
You'll get 3 of those as the game progresses. This is what you start. This is kind of like your motivations, your goals, or things that you want to accomplish.
Got it.
If I want to eat ass.
And then below that's the personal log. So me flip over here. I got too many windows open.
Yep. I'm like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll be at my computer.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna go load these modules, I guess.
Yeah, loading those might help you. So, you are all space truckers on the Starfreighter USCSS Montero, running the Gauntlet. It's a known trade route between Anchor Point Station and the Frontier. Your ship's cargo hold is packed with dozens of tanks of dangerous tritium gas that's in the process of decaying into extremely profitable helium-3. Usually, cargo such as these are towed in massive tanker modules and transported by much higher concentrations of gas at a safe distance from the freight hauler. The Montero, however, isn't rated as a commercial towing vehicle, and the Small Run is a special order for the Weyland-Yutani Corporation account on Stutter's World. It's a newly established frontier colony. While the trip so far has been fairly routine, the Montero's sensors developed a glitch before you left Anchor Point and sporadically pinged contact with sensor reflections before you activated the displacement drive and went FTL. Your cargo run so far has been without incident. Now you're just awakening from hypersleep, ready to deliver your goods to the colony of Stutter's World. So all of a sudden you all start opening your eyes. Everything's fuzzy and like a Gaussian blur as the bright white lights above you come on. You can hear the pods as they slide open. The cool air of the chamber kind of rushes over you. You're all in your little t-shirts and underwear, just starting to open your eyes. You've been in hypersleep for probably about 6 months. So your stomachs are starting to get that queasy feeling you usually get after coming out of hypersleep. Feel your throat and mouth's parched. And y'all kind of open your eyes, start stretching and adjusting. You can already hear others in your group retching as they start getting their bodies accustomed to the waking environment. The floor is yours. If you want to go over, you can take off RP if you want. You can give some background on your character, why they're here if you want. But you are currently just now coming out of hypersleep.
I'll go for I wake up begging for coffee. Agent Wilson, company liaison. Here to kind of oversee these guys and see if they're ready to move up to the big leagues. Don't let them know I like them, but yeah, they've grown on me. And I stumble to try to find coffee.
As you get out, it takes you a moment. You almost fall because haven't used your legs in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Take you to shake that out. You feel that queasiness as well, looking for a can to retch into. You see, as you walk by, you see the data readout on the end of the cryopod that you walk past. And it says Rye on it. And the camera pans over as you're waking up Rye.
She gets up and starts checking the computers. Gonna go figure out what needs attended to. Don't really have time to make a conversation with anybody else. It would be nice to get something to eat and drink first.
Definitely, y'all have done this many times. Standard protocol is to get to the galley to get some food and drink because you are all dehydrated. And that will affect checks and stuff. So nothing that's going to be mechanically we're going to worry about right now, but you are all definitely needing food and hydration. As you stumble that way, you same thing. Camera pans up. You see two readouts, Davis and Cham. Both of those flicker showing green heart rates beeping at a normal level.
I think Nick is still low enough, so I will go next. It's another bright and beautiful morning here on the Monero. I am Mr. Cham. I push the boxes around. I grew up alone. I'm a bit of a ship hopper. Didn't really stay in one place too long, but I've been here a while. And good to be here. Good to push these boxes around. What a beautiful day.
You did the company proud.
Yeah, I'll
Thank
wait
you,
for
sir.
since Nick isn't here. Next would be Officer Miller, the captain of the ship.
I'm Officer Miller, y'all. And I'm actually kind of tired of being here on this ship, and the moment that I get a big enough payday, I'm taking right off. I probably won't miss any of you.
Oh, you survived. Excellent.
Also, I forgot to mention, if any of you have not seen it already, on the logs tab in the upper right corner, there's relationships. It'll tell you if you have a buddy and or if you have a rival. That doesn't mean that you're mortal enemies, but you definitely don't get along as well as you do with a buddy or someone neutral.
I might actually miss Davis a little bit, but if Wilson were to choke and die right now, I wouldn't save him.
Wow.
That's why I don't trust anyone to make my coffee but me.
Intense.
You know what you did.
I just give her a shit-eating smile and start hobbling to the coffee.
I grimace. Don't ever even look at me like that.
Don't worry, 1 cup of decaf coming right up for you.
That's cold-hearted.
Thank you so much. Checking a couple of messages. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
All right.
I got to reshare the Montero with people that did not get it.
I guess it's my turn now.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm
I
in.
see you connected.
Hi, y'all. It's me, Leah Davis, pilot. Just, my God, these cargo runs are fucking boring. Holy shit. I was honestly kind of hoping I wouldn't wake up. But, I guess, here I am with you assholes again. I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. I don't believe in safety limits or OSHA. Those are all just lies. Any piece of equipment can be pushed past that red line and it'll still work just fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee and I'm gonna add some drugs to it. And I'll see all you fuckers on the bridge.
Hell yeah, girl.
She's in an awful good morning today.
That Wilson
awful good mood.
motherfucker, if I see him again, I'm gonna fucking throw him off this ship.
You know, you all need to be kinder to Mr. Wilson.
Okay, it's definitely not going in my report.
I glare daggers at you for saying for mentioning being nice to Wilson. I'd rather actually drink a mug of ants.
So everybody's making their way to the galley, shit talking, ignoring, glaring as you see fit. Finally coming to your senses a bit, getting used to moving, getting the muscles relaxed, going through doing your standard checks, computer systems. Mother's giving feed out on everything's fine. Then you get a ping. Approaching ship. Approaching ship.
Hey, Captain, there's someone out there. I don't know who would be out in this godforsaken patch of bullshit, but there's someone there.
Now, you do know that when you come out of hyper, it should have put you near Stutters, where you're going to. the sensors in the viewport, you don't see any planets, though.
Yes, we're
Whoever's
taking this.
doing sensor diagnostics or checking, give me a Comtech roll.
You got it.
Is there a better view from the bridge?
Yeah, say there you've got viewports there. So yeah, you deduce there's it. You're messing with it, tuning some stuff, and it kind of disappears. You smack it, with your hand, kind of like Fonzie style, and then the blip goes away. Apparently, it was malfunctioning. Nothing else is there. You look out, it's just the emptiness of space. But you also know you should be seeing, or at least picking up readings of a nearby planet, and there's nothing.
Fucked it up again. Did you put the coordinates in right?
I put the coordinates in exactly as they were given. If anything, it's Mother's fault.
Yeah, the star charts look like, when you check them, you appear to be way off. Somebody wants to do another Comtech roll.
I guess I'll take a look at it. Ooh, I have no Comtech. Mind.
Yeah, you're way off. You're nowhere near Stutter's world. You're between star systems.
Who, just out of curiosity, who typically is like the main person to interact with Mother? The captain?
That
Or
would be
one
the
of
captain.
the...
Now, you do, as a company agent, and this being a company ship, you have access. You could get into Mother's cubicle if you wanted
I'm
to.
less worried about that, just more so like for my report as I write this up. Who fucked this up?
Typically, the captain is the only one that interfaces with Mother on the AI personal level, versus she can answer questions and things like that for normal crew, but for more like classified information, things like that, that's captain only.
I'm just gonna look over in Miller's direction.
Don't look at me. What do you want?
Does this look like where we're supposed to be?
Not really.
Want to go find out what happened?
With
I
you?
mean, unless you need my help.
I mean, I guess I can do it without you. That'd probably be better.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm glad you thought of it. And I just sip my coffee.
Well, God knows you would never think of that. So I guess I will.
Okay.
Just write something down on my notepad.
Ooh.
So you head to the Mother's terminal, just off the bridge there. And as you get in, it starts giving readouts. You see incoming transmissions. As the door closes, Captain, picked up a distress call from an unknown ship. It needs to be investigated. The transmission's too garbled, so you must figure out what it is.
So wait, you rerouted us all the way out here?
Well, company rules state that you must investigate. Not doing so means forfeiture of shares and no money for the run.
Fine. I guess that's what I gotta do. Is that in the employee handbook?
Do what?
Is that in the employee handbook?
It starts, as you do that, you start seeing employee manual, and it just starts printing out, scrolling across the screen, stops in the area you want, and it starts highlighting it.
Two burns in one day.
Fine, I guess I gotta tell everybody else. Hey, you. Hey.
I assume you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, Captain.
It turns out that we're supposed to be here because we signed a thing in our contracts that say that if there's a distress signal, they can just reroute us, apparently.
It's like the section of the handbook that it comes from.
Yeah,
Oh, of
when he
course.
says distress signal, none of y'all know about that. That wasn't out loud for everybody. That was to the captain. So he's just saying distress signal. Y'all don't know what he's talking about.
But as he brought up the distress signal and why it rerouted us, I signed the handbook.
Ever the company, man.
Oh,
That's
man. This blows.
This is a waste of time, Miller.
Why is everybody on my case? I'm not the captain. I'm just an officer person.
Well, there could be
guess-
people that need help over there.
I know. We have to investigate. Who wants to go with me?
I don't mind coming along.
All right. Any other volunteers?
I guess you need a pilot.
Speaking of pilot, as you look, there's a patch of starless space approaching you.
What the hell is that?
Warning, warning. Collision detected. Brace for collision. Brace for collision.
Shit.
Brace for collision.
I immediately
Piloting roll at -2.
What roll?
Piloting.
Tim, the boxes! Secure the boxes!
I
Piloting roll
scrambled
at
to
-2.
cargo. Precious gases.
I didn't hear. What roll?
Piloting.
Okay. Not me.
Hey, at a -2, and you pull it off. So as you come in, you see the dark hull of another ship, and you just hear scraping that you're barely touching this thing. No damage to the ship, but it was very close. Collision avoided. And the sirens stop.
Hell yeah, Leah.
Good work, Davis.
And as you drift past it, a readout starts popping up. SOS beacon detected.
Please tell me
Alright.
that's what we're here for.
Think so.
All right, I'll pull us back around and bring us alongside her.
Can you pull up the signal?
Can we get like a searchlight on it to make sure we don't just run right into it a second time?
Yeah, so you start bringing the Montero back around. You can tell this ship engines are dead. There's no lights from the inside or out on it. Looks like it's, from your readouts, like it's just drifting at 0.04 light speed. Your lights shine upon it, and you kick on the floods, and it looks like it's something out of a history book. It's the USCSS Cronus, which is a Wayland vehicle, the SEV-M3 Halliday's class spacecraft. Seeing that, Mother starts doing calculations and starts pulling up data readouts on it. This thing was launched in 2110, which makes it 73 years ago when this ship launched.
Ooh, boy, Miller! I found a bucket of bolts older than this piece of junk.
Hey, Leah, is it possible that could we like salvage this whole thing for a big paycheck? Can we like tow it back?
It's quite the big ship. It seems to be a Cronus vessel, which is, I mean, there could be some good scrap on it.
I hate to say this, but I actually agree with the Miller. Oh,
Oh,
Well,
I like
I
that
think you were
what you're
getting
seeing.
along finally.
I like that we did it at the same time.
as much as I'd love to just throw a big old rope around it and just tow it with us,
it's bigger than we are, right?
I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think
It's
we're gonna be
larger
able
than
to-
your ship.
Yeah, I don't think the Montero isn't rated for towing. Certainly nothing of this size. We're gonna need to come back for it.
And y'all have got, you're pulling a 73 canisters of highly volatile degrading fuel.
Shit, we gotta do this fast.
I thought you said at the beginning that we weren't rated for towing. And
You're
that all of
not.
our
So
cars
typically,
are.
this stuff that's towed is much larger vehicles or vessels that tow the cargo further away from it as well. But
Right.
this was a special run that you had to do, and it was for the money and trying to make a profit of something. So you are towing it, and that's why. But you've got 73 canisters of this volatile tritium fuel, and as you travel, it starts breaking down into helium-3, which is the valuable. That's where the money's at.
Do we have the ability to speak with Mother, like, in general, or do we have to be at the console?
Now, you can speak throughout the ship. You can. There's intercoms and stuff like that.
Mother,
Yes.
are there any active life signs on the ship?
You see, like, readouts going. No life forms detected.
Hey,
What are you in
Mother?
cryo or anything?
If they're in cryos, you wouldn't be able to detect them.
Fine. I mean, worth taking a look. We might have cryo.
Hey, Mother, is there like any chance that maybe it's still a functioning ship and we can take it out of here ourselves? Or do we have to go on board and find that out?
No power detected,
Oh,
or
shit.
minimum power.
Systems are offline.
Well,
I'd like to, if possible, I'd like to run a diagnostic to just from the outside if we can see any damage.
Does not appear to be any exterior damage that you can see.
Okay.
There is a on the dorsal side of the ship. There you can see where there's an area for entry, like where you would attach an umbilical.
Is there an umbilical on the Montero to attach to it?
Yes, you have an umbilical.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh.
she was abandoned? Maybe system failure, life support went down?
Wilson, what exactly does subsection whatever say about how much effort we have to put into determining if there are any life, if there's any life on the ship? Is a life scan sufficient? And we can just go
Well, if
back
Mother-
for it, or
Mother brought us here over our mission. It takes priority over our mission. However, we probably should make sure that the fuel we're taking on is not super volatile.
As you
Hate to say
mentioned, as you're talking about
Mhm.
that, Mother chimes in. The salvage operation is mandatory by company rules. These are the priorities. 1. Recover scientific data and samples of the USCSS Cronus. 2. Escort the salvage Cronus to Anchorhead or any other Weyland-Yutani facility. 3. Save crew members on the Cronus.
You heard Mom.
And then more readouts start coming out and giving you the floor plan and readouts for the other ship. I'll share
It
those.
is old.
All right, well, who's going? Everybody get your suits on. We're going over.
What is the minimum level of staffing we need to keep on the Montero to keep it functional?
I mean,
Just
I
one
assume
person?
Mother.
I say
assume
Mother
would
can
be able
keep
to
it. If
all
you're
running.
attached like an umbilical, you're just floating together. And
Yeah.
you can, if you wanted to keep somebody on there for whatever reason, that's fine. One can go to the other ship. Everybody can go. It's really how you want to play it.
Well, I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I definitely want to go check this out.
Does anyone actually want to stay on this piece of shit?
This is the most action that we've had in months. And I recognize that that's not saying a lot, considering we've been in cryo for 6 months. But, yeah, there's no way that I'm getting stuck on this piece of shit any longer than I have to.
I hate to say it, but running this run over and over again only gets us so far. I mean, we're talking Ted truck driver at best. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd personally rather not spend the rest of my life babysitting cargo loads.
If you keep saying things I agree with, I will slap you.
It's getting really scary, I know.
I fucking hate it.
I want to check our fuel. How far away where are we storing the fuel on the ship for the Montero?
Well, let's say your ship has its own fuel stores, but you were hauling.
No, the cargo that we're already hauling.
That's basically in 73, like these giant canisters that you're pulling behind the ship.
Oh, they're behind the ship. Okay, so I can't go check them and make sure they're okay. Gotcha. Nope. Then
You could
I'm not
spacewalk
concerned.
over there to do that.
Nope. I'm good. I got coffee.
Actually, if you want to spacewalk, I promise I won't cut the line.
I just look around. I'm good. Guess we're going to the Cronus.
All right, everyone, buckle up your suits. I'll bring us around.
All right. That's the sound of a belt.
Okay, so you go to do the piloting maneuver. I think you have to do one. Okay, so you have to match the ship's speed and course and attempt to board. Piloting for the role for the pilot. Or you can attempt to. You can try to come along to match it and extend the umbilical to connect, or somebody can spacewalk out and then attempt to pull the umbilical over and connect it.
Yeah, I'm a pilot, so I don't care about any of that. I'm just gonna pilot.
Okay, so give me a piloting roll. So you start bringing it around, and you as you start grinding into the ship as you mismatched.
Oh wait, that's an agility. I can hang on. I can
Now they
push
have
that roll, right?
yeah, they have what's called pushing.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking pushing this. I'm not failing this in front
But
of
if
fucking
you say,
Wilson.
let me double check. I can't remember.
I'm not letting Wilson see me fuck this up.
Pushing
that guy.
a roll. Because if you fail,
We all die.
No.
Oh, back it up.
You've one less chance. Okay, failure. If you don't roll any successes, something goes wrong for this reason. If you fail to achieve your goal, feel free to elaborate on why, with the help of the GM, might even let a failed roll have further consequences to move the story forward. Failure does not stop the story completely. Even when you fail, you must always move forward, perhaps at the cost of time, risk, or dollars, but it's still a way. The GM has the final say on consequences. You have one last chance. If you really want to succeed, you can push the roll. Pushing your roll, if you're desperate to succeed and you can choose to push it, this means that you grab all the dice that didn't show a success and roll them again. You get a chance to roll a new success. Usually you only push roll if you failed it, although you can push roll even if you rolled a success first to get even more successes, such as for effects of an attack. Pushing the roll is not without risk, as it increases your level of stress. Only once. You can only push roll once. If you don't succeed on your second try, you just have to deal with the consequences. Some talents allow you to push certain rolls a second time, however.
So I take one stress and I get to re-roll since I failed
pushing
all
yourself
of them,
builds
all
tension to a
dice.
point where you risk going into a wild panic or violent outburst. When you push a roll, your stress level immediately increases by 1 point. Mark this down in your character sheet before you re-roll the dice. So you go ahead and put a point of stress and then click the push.
Which works out really well if you think about it, because I'm literally sitting right there watching him or her try to do this.
Where is? I don't see a button.
Did it
Push. Where is push?
Let me double check.
Oh wait, hang on. I think I see push. There it is.
But you did get a face hugger, which is a fail. So you have to make a panic roll on that. But since you only have 1 point of stress, you rolled low enough. So yeah, you get that pucker factor in, and you're like, oh shit, 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 shit. And again, you start hearing it scrape, but you pull back just in time not to have a major collision. And you get it lined up and start extending the umbilical. And what's your reaction, Will? I mean, you see this, like, Davis barely pulls this shit back.
Oh no, believe me, I'm maybe making some internal judgments here, but I also know I can't fly a ship, so.
Okay, so it takes about 15 minutes for that umbilical to slowly release and stretch out. You finally get the lock and seal on it.
I'm gonna go lean over towards Davis as this is happening. Well, if we keep this up, we better hope that thing could be made functional. Not sure how long this craft is going to last, and I just pat her on the shoulder. That's one.
I scowl at you.
Make another.
Yeah, that's it. I just scowl at you. I probably look like if I wasn't too worried about my job. Let's be honest, I'm not that worried. But if I wasn't too worried about this job, I probably would have bit your hand off.
Just smiles. Do we need to worry about the giant thing we're towing behind us running into us, or is it suspended enough that it will not impact us if we dock in?
No, it's got safety precautions and things where, like, that's not going to be a... Now, if you were to run into something and immediately just come to a halt, sure. Yeah. But you are in space, so the thing's kind of floating and moving with you, as well as you've matched the speed of this other vessel, so you're not stopped. You're just in synchronicity with it.
Yep.
Bless you.
I look around at everything's still in place. Good job with those boxes, Cham.
Thank you, sir.
All right, who's going?
All right. Everybody who's going, get your stuff on.
I'm going to suit up.
Okay. Everybody goes and gets their suits on. Start moving through the umbilical. As you get there, you notice it looks like the port, the door on it, is bowed outwards towards you. It's still sealed, but it's like bent outwards.
Does it look like it can open them in that fashion?
You attempt to open it, and it is jammed.
Shit. We cut through it? I'm assuming our two engineers would be the people best at that.
You will need somebody to make a heavy machinery roll, see if they can get it opened up.
Might be able to take a look at this.
As we go over, would we have any cause for concerns? Like, I'm assuming out in space, like, just as a general, like, do we need just general weapons as we check a craft, or typically we wouldn't have to worry about anything like that out in space, typically?
For weapons?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of our ships anyway, so.
Yeah, weapons aren't typically, you don't have much of that. Let me look. There is a list. Let me find it. Of like all the equipment.
Maybe like some cutters or like a hacking tool or something.
So tools, lights, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, more so just if it was a more common type thing that we would even have to be worried about.
I brought over my pilot's toolbox, which just really consists of a toolbox with like a screwdriver and then a bunch of adrenaline.
Well, here's gear on the Montero. Captain Miller is in charge. He knows what all total inventory is. has a list and typically decides who gets what. There are 5 IRC Mark 50 compression suits. Each starts with an air supply of 5. There is 1 M314 motion tracker. There is 1 cutting torch. There is 1 Watasumi bolt gun. There is 1 M4 A3 service pistol. There is 1 subspace ASSO 400 harpoon grappling gun. 1 M240 incinerator unit, and 1 P5000 power loader. So basically, you know, the thing that Sigourney Weaver gets in,
Yeah.
she's like, "Let go of her, or get away from her, you bitch." Yeah, one of those.
So the only 2 things that, you know, from a player perspective, that even seem like they'd be useful in this scenario would be the motion detector to detect people in here, and then potentially the cutter to get the door open if we had to.
So that's the equipment y'all have. If you can decide how you want to, or what you want to take.
I mean, if I had to argue, just devil's advocate here, we already did a life scan and didn't detect anything, so there's nothing moving. So I wouldn't think that we would bring a motion detector.
Okay.
But cutter's tool for sure.
Okay, so is everybody hanging out in the umbilical while he tries to work on this door?
Yeah, why not? What's the what's
We
that
got suits
bolt?
on.
You said there was a bolt something? Is that a weapon or is
That's
that
a bolt gun.
Or like, is that like for patching
this?
shit up?
Let me look, because I know what a bolt gun is. In real life, that's what they kill cattle with at slaughterhouses.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Space Marines use.
That's my HR tool.
No, those are pulse rifles.
No,
Harsh.
bolters.
I told you that was 1. Don't get me 2 more.
Let's see, bolt gun.
I hope that we open this up and it's just Malum Cato standing on the other side with all the aliens dead before his feet. And he's like, you finally arrived.
It's been 78 years. I've been
How
waiting
many
the whole time.
I don't even know what chaos god these ones pray to.
Let's see, the Watasumi bolt gun is a construction tool that uses expanding bolts to make emergency hole repairs. It can be turned into an improvised weapon, firing bolts like a single-round shotgun, trick first used by frontier rebels in the early 2100s. This weapon must be reloaded, slow action after each shot, so...
Okay.
So probably wouldn't bring that.
Well, in that case, follow-up question. Before we head over, I would like to have asked Mother if she detected any atmosphere leaks from the ship.
She
The hole's
can't
intact.
sense that from what she has.
Okay.
Hmm.
We probably should bring it just in case there's any leaks that we need to patch up. We don't know how long it's been floating out here.
Who's the other engineer?
Micrometeors and shit.
It's Ryan Jam, right? Our
Well,
engineers?
I thought we
There's
had
Ryan
one
Cham or the
engineer.
Roughnecks.
We have 2 engineers, or I thought one of them was like a loader.
I'm the muzzle.
I'm a technician.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you think, Cham?
Yeah, I could take a look at that here door. I'm a boxes man, but you know, doors are my second best.
I
What are
posted a list
doors,
of the
buddy?
gear in Discord.
The tops of boxes.
Exactly.
Let's wait for Tam to work his magic.
It's a lot of ones there.
Yep.
Is that a yes on the bolter?
What about
Did
it?
we bring that?
Yeah, so if y'all tell me what all y'all are taking. Yeah, I know each of you have the suits.
Take the bolter.
Yeah,
I'm
we should probably
assuming
take the
you
bolter.
got a cutting torch for what you were working on.
I guess I could take a motion tracker.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I really need to bring.
Yeah, I don't see you taking the power loader. It's not
No.
going to fit in the umbilical.
Not with that attitude.
I'm going to bring the only tool I need, my pen and my notebook.
I'm gonna bring some of my drugs. I'm not gonna share with Wilson.
Can I have some?
Absolutely not.
What?
Yeah, get to work on that door.
Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through different windows. I've got too much shit up. Okay, so you made... Was that, Chan, was that roll for the door?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it takes you about 20 minutes, and you finally get it opened. There's no lights, except you see very faint glow, basically just minimal dotting the inside room. Basically the low power emergency lighting. And that will be the deck A. A-1 junction is where you come in.
Got it.
Let me switch so chat can see that.
So after he cuts this open, do we notice any cause of what made this push outward?
No, it looks there is the metal and everything on the inside is bent where the like you would, or what it's called, like you turn in like on the boats with the bulkheads where you turn like the circular thing to seal it. That's all like bent towards the door. It look if you had something heavy rammed into this thing.
Okay, but nothing other than that. Like it looks like it got hit from the inside.
Inside the room itself.
Yeah, because it got pushed outward towards us, right?
Not inward. But you don't know what would have caused that.
Yeah, I was saying. So basically, we could just tell that this heavy metal is damaged, but there's no sign of what would have caused it in the room.
Well, was it a pretty even, or was it like basically like if there's an atmospheric decompression where it evenly?
Yeah, no. The rest of the room, while there's some places here or there, look something may have hit things, and like just slight indentations or some scratch marks. The door itself looks like it took the most of the force of whatever this was.
Am I smart enough to know that if this were a compression issue, it'd be going inward instead of outward?
Probably. Let's see, do these... Let me check the stat, because you can just give me like a wits roll.
Yeah.
You're thinking of a not compression, but an implosion is what you're thinking of.
Because there wouldn't be enough to kind of force anything outward in space. Where's wits? Wits.
It's on the main page above skills.
Main page at the top.
Learning Q. Wits.
Yeah, you would know.
I'm gonna put my notebook and pencil away. I'm gonna stick behind my dear buddy Cham.
Oh my, getting serious there, sir. Everything all right?
I smell violations.
Probably why their ship went down.
Let's not make the same mistakes.
Really, we need to stop this agreeing thing.
Yeah, so it's going to take a few minutes because after you get the umbilical connected here and that door open, there's another door shortly forward. And you're going to have to pressurize this up before you open the other one. And this door itself will not seal and latch again. Or you could get it to close where it's not flopping around, but it's not going to seal because of what you had to do to open it.
We can seal our side, though, that connects into our ship, right?
Yes. So as long as you're attached by the umbilical, you're fine.
Yeah.
You can pressurize it from your side. Of course, there's the other door. As long as that door's closed, you would be fine from either side.
So we might have to float through the umbilical, worst case scenario, but our ship's going to be okay. Got it.
I'm assuming that you have some sort of sensors and things for small stuff, not just or we'll say it's built into the motion sensor for environmental readings. and you can tell air quality is very, very low. A lot of CO2, stale, and temperatures are reading below freezing.
Kind of a cold reception.
Ah, shit. Well,
I wonder if we can get any of the systems back online.
hell.
Thanks.
I'm gonna bring up my map. Where's the bridge? On this,
We're not too far from Mother's central console, I believe. We got a layout of the ship, right?
Yeah, you've got to read out, but your mother gave you schematics for this ship. That's why I shared all the maps.
So we would, so basically we get in and then we can go north or south out of two different sealed doors?
Yeah, you come in the junction A1 and there's a door to your north, door to your south.
All right, so given that...
And then the little dotted lines are air vents.
I'm just going to stay out in the room anyways. Does our mother hear us through our suits? Or would we be able to, how would we engage
I'll say
the
that
different mothers
you've all
separately?
got like comm units on.
But if I wanted to like try to call it on the ship to their mother connection, I mean, we think the systems are offline anyways, but I mean...
You can use like an external Vox mode.
Yeah. So I'll click my thing and just... Mother, do you copy?
Nothing.
Is there anything on the wall, like any electronics or anything that would use power that I can try like pushing to see if it turns on or not?
Nothing like that. There is the junction there. You've got the little slash. I think does this one have the that map does not have the legend on it. That like triangular shape means that's the access port you're trying to get in. Mm-hmm. The ladder, of course, is a ladder down into it, and the other little round one is a comm.
And the comm display is probably all dead?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to turn on the power first.
I'm gonna look.
Hopefully there is power.
Mother's console wouldn't be far from here. And I'll point towards the northern door. Do we want to check that first or go straight for the power?
Well, does the mother console usually have its own backup power?
Yeah, she usually has power, but this one looks like everything's dead. So you've got to figure out how to get power back on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I was saying that more to him. Like he's like, let's go talk to Mother, and I'm like, I'm being kind of sarcastic about it. Well,
not to talk to Mother, but to do a diagnostic on the console itself.
Who's going in first? Oops.
Cham's going in first. Right, Cham?
Yeah, sure, Mr. Wilson.
You do the company proud.
You don't have to do that, Cham.
So I'm assuming Dave Wilson, you're in there too? Are going down in there? Or are you staying in the umbilical?
I'll go with Cham if Cham's going out.
Davis is charging in. She is sick of this bullshit.
Is anyone staying on the Montero?
No.
So y'all are all on the map.
Oh, we're at that junction. I thought we were at
A1.
Oh, I thought we were at A2. My bad.
Yeah, I thought I said we could go check out Mother and just see if it's even intact and not damaged before we go all the way to the power.
Yeah, we can see if it's not physically damaged. I guess that's a good point. Ah, damn it. I just agreed with you. Fuck.
What's happening?
Been possessed.
I'm going to pinch myself real quick to make sure I'm actually awake, but I can't because I have a suit on.
I do find it a little odd that our mother informed us to recover samples before checking on the crew here, but
Now
We
that's
didn't
just
detect any
the
life
what it
form.
says. That's general protocol. Is
Mhm.
any
Protocol.
distress signal you have to salvage. If it's a Whaling Yutani vessel, you've got to bring it in. If there's any crew, you've got to rescue them. Basically,
This is very much like the company. Does scrap and the ship matter more than us? It will return without us regardless.
and being a science vessel, no telling what it was out doing. So any samples of anything, that's protocol.
Mm-hmm. Fucking scientist.
looks like we would find those on the second floor.
Oh, I'll tell you what. As much fun as I think going to look at Mother and stare at a piece of machinery to determine if it's been damaged or not. I want to get the power turned on. So how about we split up? You can go and hang out in Mother's room, and I'm gonna go not hang out in Mother's room.
I mean, I see no problem.
Excellent.
Who are you taking with you?
Well, you're not on the list, so
Pull back out the notebook.
yeah, that's okay. Mark me down for number 2.
Not number 2.
Anyone who would like to join? Actually, what is my experience with? I mean, I'm a pilot, so I feel like I'd know some things involving. Yeah, I've got a little bit of knowledge in heavy machinery. Would restarting a reactor be heavy machinery, or would that be something else? Bradley?
Where are you heading to the reactor?
Yeah, like if I wanted to get power turned back on, I'm assuming I'd go to the reactor.
Yes,
Because I'm looking through the maps.
Now,
And I'm
reactor
not
typically is
seeing...
for engines. There's usually power even if the engines are down.
Right. Well, I was trying to look. I don't see like a battery or like just a regular power room.
Usually, Mother controls that, but there could be. Definitely. There's a reactor room. Let me find where it's at.
Okay. Where would I get? Yeah. Where would I get power?
C deck.
Where is power controlled from? I mean,
Mother
I know that
should
you said
control
Mother.
that. Reactor is on C deck at the rear of the ship. And yeah, you would basically trying to get something going, like the engines would be heavy machinery.
Okay. In that case, I did. Okay. Well, now I didn't know that Mother was in control of the power. I figured there was like a switch I had to get. I thought I would need to go look for like a breaker room or something. But if Mother controls the power, then I guess I'll just stick with the group.
I'm just gonna smile at Davis. That's a great idea, Davis. I'm glad you thought of it.
So where are you going?
Where's my role to not commit?
Are we
think we're all
checking the
going up.
Mother? Yeah.
It'd be a wits roll, is what I'm gonna say.
The only thing I know that I don't need to worry about right now is I know all of our probably visuals and recordings or our comms are being recorded. So in the event that something happens to me, I know they'll all be dealt with anyway, so I'm probably okay.
Yep. So you know the company's going to cover its ass and keep tabs on everything.
I mean, if we
Not my
just take out
first
whatever,
supervisory.
if we just destroy whatever is transmitting your recordings anyway, and then leave your corpse, it wouldn't help.
Oh, you mean your ship, the one you got to fly back on?
You mean Mother?
No, I mean, like, his suit clearly has to have a transmitter if it's communicating with Mother. If we destroy that first, it won't matter.
Yours do too, though.
Yeah, but if I'm not the one who's about to get murdered, am I?
But if you guys are talking and then my life signs go out, if you go back, I might
Oh,
die.
I wouldn't say
I won't be
anything.
alone.
I wouldn't
You know
say anything. It would just be a knife in your transmitter.
Miller, don't let him rile you up. He's being a dick.
Oh, this is Miller. This is Scott. This is Miller.
Well, Captain.
Oh, and also, let's do this. How this works. Give me...
Am I rolling these stress dice for the rest of this game already?
Until you lower stress, yes, because that's part of this. I love this mechanic. As your stress builds up, those give you extra dice, so it makes it easier to succeed. But it also makes it easier for you when you fail to have a panic roll and shit go south. And that's one of those, it's the mechanic that helps build that tension. Now, if you spend, I believe I posted it in there for, relieving stress.
Davis needs a drink.
Yeah, so basically for every full turn, which is a 5 to 10 minute period, resting in a safe area that's secured from enemies, as far as you know, your stress level is reduced by 1 point. You can't make any skill rolls while resting, and if your rest is interrupted, it doesn't count. Panic roll can also decrease stress, as can certain drugs. You also have once per act in cinematic play, per game session, and campaign play, you can interact with your signature item in some way to reduce your stress level. This typically requires a slow action, and there are 3 acts in this, so you've got 3 chances for that. I think your character sheet lists a signature item. Let me look.
Well, I definitely need... Yeah, I have a signature item. I need to consume some recreational drugs.
How do you become the weed guy in every campaign you play in?
I do not know. I'm no longer Leah Davis. I am now Mikael.
Hey, I erased the doc I took away from her earlier.
Friday, you're an
and if those
alcoholic.
of you weren't logged in when we went over it, in the log file, there's scenario agendas that tell you each act will have an agenda that changes. So I'm not sure if Scott and Nick had seen those.
All right, wait. I'm sorry. Repeat yourself, because
So your log type?
Yeah,
And then-
I already looked at the log.
Okay, in the middle there says, what does it say?
Scenario
Scenario
agenda.
agenda. And then the little face hugger thing, if you click that, that opens it up and gives you the information.
Yeah, I already read that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm reading the thing underneath that in my personal log that says I must use some form of recreational drug every shift or my stress level increases by 1. And I cannot relieve stress without consuming my drug of choice.
You've been with this company a long time.
And we will say, roll me a D3, which you just roll the 6-sided. You'll have 1, 2, or 3. So you've got 1 dose of whatever your preferred drug is. On
Can
your
you take
person.
it before we reactivate the life support systems, though? While he's in the
Well,
spacesuit.
in this suit, no. You don't have a way to get it into you right now. You would have to remove your helmet and get partially out of your suit to get to it. And you have very stale air and below freezing temperatures in here. Up to you if you want to try that.
Okay. Well, had I realized that in order to bring my stress level down, I probably would have taken a minute back on the other ship.
Oh, after the piloting incident?
Yeah, I probably would have
Makes sense.
taken a minute after the piloting. So can I retcon
Mother,
that?
can I
already did that?
retroactively?
Yeah, we can
take
retcon
the
that. You
drug?
can take 1 off.
Okay, cool. And now you've said I am out of drugs. My drugs are gone. Is what you're saying?
Well, we'll say you have one that if you did that while you were on the ship, you also put one in your pocket before you came over here.
Okay. I grabbed it.
Put to go
on there.
bag.
I grabbed a replacement, you know? All right. Well, let's get this shit show on the road. Captain, lead the way.
Captain, I step aside.
All right, let's go in. Let's get this over with.
Hey, thank you for the
fall-
raid, Baron. Hope y'all
I
had a
follow
great
the
game.
captain. Oh, sorry. I follow the captain, and as I pass by Wilson, I lean over and I just whisper, You don't have to be such a condescending asshole about it.
Is that in the soup that we all get to hear anyways?
Oh, that's true. It's in a
Warlock comes.
You know what? I'm gonna kind of put my hand on Davis.
Nope. I walk past. I don't let him put the hand on me. I dodge the hand and I keep walking.
Let him put the hand on you and start shouting sexual harassment.
No, I'm just gonna place the hand and I'm gonna say,
Space.
Sorry.
HR can't hear you scream.
I am HR here. I'm
Also,
gonna say,
for everybody on your character sheets on your main page, if you haven't already looked at it, under your talents, those are some important abilities you may want to make use of at some point.
sorry, I've only had one cup of coffee. I don't say anything else though.
You guys aren't even rivals. You're just naturally making beef.
I mean, it literally said in the thing that I read that none of us like that Wilson is here.
He's a company man.
I'm literally like risk
respect the
assessment,
company.
HR, all
He's
those
corporate.
things bundled up into one.
Yeah, he's just a corporate shill.
Yeah, but he's down with making money, so he's all right.
You know, we work for a corporation, you guys. Maybe we need to pander just a little bit.
I refuse to pander. I will not be going into the panderverse.
I will say, since we've been on this ship though, since I put the notepad away, my demeanor has slightly changed, ever so slightly, about kind of monitoring how well you're doing your job and more to what we're doing. I make my peace and I say nothing else.
It would be cool to make money off the books, I agree.
Since no one else has moved, I'm just gonna go right ahead and do one of these.
Oh, do we
The
have
captain was going out.
I have 3 maps on my thing. I didn't realize we were on one.
We are on A.
Yeah,
Do
we're
I
on A.
need all of these up?
Oh, yeah, not right now. You can. I put mine in the hot bar so I can open and close them.
Because I still have the Montero up.
Yeah, you can use whichever ones you want. That's just so if you move to that deck, you'll have the maps available to you.
Mhm.
Okay, you move to that door, press the button, it does not open. There's a keypad there.
Does it even have power though?
You see barely glowing, like just the emergency light, kind of like around, when you go in a theater and they finally turn out all the lights, you've got the little bitty ones that go down the walkway so people don't trip. It's kind of like that. It's very, very low glow emergency lighting.
Would I happen to know any kind of like Wayland Utani universal passcode?
You know that each captain has their own code.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Just gonna say that.
I try 1, 2, 3, 4.
It does not work. However, Wilson, you being a Whaling Time vessel, you have override codes.
Oh, I know. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
No, that's fine. I'm just making sure you as the player know.
No, I just sent you a message.
Did you? I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm gonna look over at it. Let's see. What's this? I'm gonna be I'm just going through things in my head. Like, my baby takes and I enter the code in.
The door slides open. And then then there's another one you have to enter the code again. And then it opens up. This room is spotlessly clean. Blinking data servers and a single terminal with right in front of you says mu/th/ur right above it.
Oh, this is beautiful. I pull out the notebook. I'm writing a commendation post mortem if these guys actually are dead. We'll send their family or their great grandchildren fruit baskets. Spectacular. I'm gonna run my finger along. Not even dust.
Yeah, there are no any kind of vents or anything in here.
Do we see any of the equipment we need to restore power? Or is there any indicators on Mother that she is active?
You know you can put in some, you hit to the control, put in some override codes, and all of a sudden lights start lighting up. Down the hallway, you see chung, 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 as all the lights kick in. You start feeling from the outside where you're in, because there's no vents, but everybody else starts feeling movement of air. And then you hear this, you just down the hallway, just this real loud, like something metal hitting metal.
Ooh. Well, I think their technical team is doing a lot better than maintenance from the sounds of it.
Yeah, that don't sound quite right there.
I sent you a message to it.
I was answering.
Okay. Gotcha.
But it's very loud coming down from the south.
Is Mother still booting up too?
Yeah, she boots up pretty quick. Systems online.
You'll all the lights and everything return to?
Yeah.
Mother.
Power increasing.
System diagnostic?
Airflow compromised.
Shit.
Air scrubbers damaged.
Well, I guess that means we can't pilot this one back.
Engines offline.
Oh.
Jim, Ryan, do you think you could fix it?
I could take a
Do we
look.
have to?
I mean, we're not going to be able to tow it back.
Yeah, say what the air scrubbers, that's what basically gives you good oxygen to breathe. Mechanically, you can, once this gets warmed up a little bit, you can take your suits and stuff off, but if those aren't repaired, which basically scrubs the carbon dioxide out, any stamina rolls are going to be at -2. Also, I was looking up, because you're supposed to make on your consumables, your suits have a rating of 5 for air.
Yeah.
And so, see, a supply, you track each of your consumables on your character sheet, higher rating the better. Regular intervals, you must make a supply roll. This means rolling a number of stress dice equal to the current supply rating, up to a maximum of 6 dice. For every face hugger rolled, your supply rating decreases by 1. So I think on your character sheet, if you go to
Under gear
and then put air 5 and then just roll the dice. I don't know if it will automatically deduct it if you fail or not.
How long does each air last? Do we know?
That's the thing. You just make regular interval checks. It's not this will last specifically 10 minutes. So it's one of those that your suit, if you keep making your checks, could last the entire game.
Gotcha. So do you want us to all roll one now?
Yeah, if everybody just make sure there's a 5 in air and then just roll it.
I lost 2 there.
So it automatically did it.
What page is that on?
Under gear.
Gear, bottom left corner. It should be 0, so type in a 5 and then roll it. Man, all those zeros and then just 5.
That's silly.
I
You're
swear
silly.
I'm clicking there and it's not letting me. It keeps typing in chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on. Who you playing? Davis?
Davis, yeah.
Air 5.
Can't add air.
All I know is the people that we've been singing back and forth with. We need to take one out of the technical people's playbooks.
Yeah, it's doing the same for me. Why can I not edit your shit?
Weird.
There, now put 5 in there.
Weird. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah, so you and Wilson have just been running your mouths too much, and y'all have consumed 2 oxygen. And sorry about that, anybody that's still in chat. My software is having issues where it just wants to randomly stop working. And of course, yes, when it did that, it is now picked up and is using my GM screen, not my player version.
Oh.
God bless America. So you know what?
Did they have any updates?
No, there's no updates, and the last one I had has been a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to this screen, so it doesn't matter that you see my side. And
Yes, it happened like 5, 6 times last night.
I think it was a total of 3, maybe 4.
It like shut down 3 times, and then one time it just like crashed completely.
Yes. Because what it would shut down, reboot itself. It did that 2 or 3 times, and then the last one just completely was just, it's dead.
Yeah, because it didn't stay off very long.
Okay, so I'm just going to kill that one, since I don't need it taking up resources. And the thing, too, is I've got as many windows closed as possible. Because I usually monitor every single... Like I've got YouTube up, Rumble up, all the ones I've got as minimal as I can. Okay. And we only lost half of half our viewers. We had 12, now we're down to 6. Oh well. Where were we? Okay, y'all had just decompressed.
We got Mother
your
Line.
air's starting to get lower.
Yeah.
You still got supply, but
can we refill the air back on our ship? So like if we get low, can we go back and get our air refilled and then come back?
And basically get the compressors. It'll take, a while. It's not just a cool, give me 5 minutes and I'm done. So
gonna look over at Miller. What do you think, Miller? Your crew.
I'm sorry, back up. What is this in relation to?
Well, we turned everything back on. It gave us a diagnostic. It was going through systems, but then there was like a loud metal banging sound coming from further south, like over and over, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah, and then part of the report were air scrubbers damaged.
Yeah,
so,
and we mentioned. Oh, I asked the technical guys if they could repair the air system so we can get it back online.
Well, we really
or
ought
if it's
to do
possible.
that. I do like to get a good payday.
I also like
feeling that
not suffocating.
I am a fan of breathing air, so I would not mind taking a look at that thing.
I'm just going to give a thumbs up and not even say words.
All right. Well, who's our actual tech people?
I think it's Ryan Cham.
Yeah, those are your 2 roughnecks.
Rye, Cham, go repair that air, and I'm going to take everybody else, and we're going to go find out what that banging around was.
Do you want the motion detector?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know if we'd really have a concern for a motion detector, though, because all we'd be expecting is just the ship's kind of malfunctioning a little bit.
I'll shrug and I'll keep it.
Shrug my shoulders.
We'll take a look at him.
All right, break.
Okay, so you head there. As you're traveling to go see what the noise is, following the sound of it, you get closer and closer to the air scrubbers. That's the area that the banging's coming from.
Oh, so we all walk together anyway. It's like we each go out a different door, then we all come into the same door. Like, oh,
fancy meeting y'all here.
I think everybody should have free move now.
What a coincidence.
do doors open freely now that Mother's online, or do we have any trouble with them?
They've got basically little push buttons.
Okay, but none of them are malfunctioning that we've
not at the
seen
moment.
so far?
Not at the moment. Now, the scrubbers, you got to go up through ventilation shaft to get into there. So above your comm stations there, you see there's a vent that goes to both sides. So it's one of those you got to crawl through some vents.
And then just as we're going down these halls, everything looks legit, right? Like, I'm assuming it looks old and it might, you know, to whatever extent be not necessarily the best taken care of, but nothing out of the ordinary.
At the moment, everything looks fine. Say that you get there's dust on the floor. I mean, it's 73 years old.
Yeah.
It's old. You see places where there's been a patch here or patch there. You've got some exposed wires from something hanging from the ceiling, but standard disrepair or errors.
I'm going to test. I'm going to do my loudspeaker on my suit. Mother, can you hear us? I'm going for their mother, or the mother on the ship.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, so are both y'all going up into the shafts, or how many?
Well, I gotta get up there to fix it.
Yeah, two of us can tag team it.
Okay.
Is there a stair, or do we need to give them the boost up?
There's a little handrails so that they can get up in there. So basically you have to go one at a time because these are small. Like you got to do the, like on your stomach doing the elbow crawl.
Davis looks to be lagging a little bit behind. I'm gonna hit the comm. You coming, Davis?
Are you gonna try to go in the shaft as well?
Well, I'd be just down to where the doors all are anyways. Davis is just off. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Davis is just not moving.
I
So
figured that was the
Rye
case.
and Cham are heading up in there.
Gonna flip a coin for who goes first?
I'll go first.
Alright.
Okay, so once you get in there, it is dark. You can feel the cold from it. Typically, the way these work, you've got one on your ship and you've been on others, that during the shaft, what it does is through electrolysis and things like that, it basically causes rain in here as it's creating oxygen from the water, and then the water falls, replenishes, and keeps doing this over and over. Shining some lights down in there. The water pool is frozen way down in the bottom. The shaft is completely dark, and no water stripping at the moment.
Do we have any
You can
flashlights
hear
right
it that banging's getting louder and louder, and as the scrubbers are trying to work, you notice that they appear to be damaged. One of the fans is hitting. You've got to fix one of the blades to stop. That's where the main rattle is, and the scrubbers themselves look in bad condition, like they need to be replaced. Roll me. Both of y'all just roll a d6. So Cham, you notice that it's got like these little pleats and stuff on this air scrubber, and in a couple of areas there's this almost like a mold type thing growing, but it looks like if it was mold mixed with like some type of berries that are growing in between some of the pleats. They look a bit fuzzy and with a coating of mucus, or what you think would be mucus. Something slimy.
I know we're not. How much water is at the bottom of it that's frozen? Do they have a good eye on it? Like, is it a lot of water or just like a little bit?
No, it would be like, because this is the whole process unit that creates oxygen for the ship.
Damn. But like, if you had to say like how deep radius wise it would be.
Well, this thing, that each square, like that little square in the upper corner, is 2 by 2 meters. So that's probably 8 to 10 meters around. And then
how far down?
the depth is probably going to be half that at least.
Okay. So a significant amount of water, not like a massive reservoir, but good amount.
So this is going to take about a shift of work, which is
8 hours.
Okay, 8 hours of to get all this, the fan repaired, the scrubbers replaced. If that there should be some, you can either bring some from your ship or find where some are stored here on this ship. But it's going to take a good day's worth of work for y'all to get it repaired.
A shift, I was just guessing, but
That's probably
Sure.
right. You can look on the. Did you pull up the rule book that I posted?
I didn't pull it up, but did now. Now that my words are being sworn into law.
I'll call back up over comms. Yeah, they're looking a little rough over here, but it should be fixable. Maybe day's work. There's some sort of weird fungus or something.
I can write that down in my notebook. Your captain's AFK at the moment. There you go.
Oh, I can go back. What?
They're reporting back what they found.
And that means the air scrubbers are totally kaput. We can't fix them up.
Oh, they're fixable. It's just gonna take a while.
Oh, okay. We'll get on.
Hold it. 8-hour
Okay.
shift or so.
Hey, Kayla, do you think some weird mold could have killed these people?
Have we found any corpses? Or bones, or literally any indication that there are bodies on the ship?
Oh,
Haven't seen anything, but you've got
Okay.
your schematic layout, and you can look around.
Yeah, Captain, maybe,
Now, are y'all going to try to repair this, or no?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I say because if they're working on that, the rest of y'all can either explore or go back to the other ship, because eventually you're going to run out of air.
I'm gonna go check out the cryo area.
Or now you can breathe in here, but it's just I forgot about that. But you're going to be at -2 on any kind of stamina checks.
All right.
I think the idea to go look at the cryo is good.
Yeah.
Move your ass, Wilson.
Brad.
Yes.
I never found it in the book, but I literally just Googled how long is a shift. It says between 5 and 10 hours, and you get to decide how long it is exactly.
Okay. Yeah, say with 2, let's say 6 hours.
What's the little computer icon looking thing next to the comm? To our left.
Let me see. That one is.
And then I assume the other two ends are elevators.
One of these I thought had the legend on it. This must just be in my.
Are dotted lines vents?
Yes, the dotted lines
Okay.
are vents.
Gotcha.
Hang on, let me switch back. Find a map. I wish. I think I had the PDF somewhere. I should go for that physical one. I mean the physical instead of this PDF. So you talking about the computer terminal looking one?
Yeah.
That's an access terminal.
Okay, so access terminal and the comm terminal. Gotcha.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get a picture of this and I'll post it in Discord.
I'm gonna turn on my loud. This hall still looks correct as well. All the
There's
doors
the
at the
legend.
two ends are sealed. Everything looks fine.
Yes, but as you three come through that door near the command terminal over there, or like between it and the elevator,
Yeah.
damn it. Scroll back to a different area. Meow. Need a good bookmark in here. You see your first figure that you've seen. There's a slumped over, like in that corner, like almost like where the elevator's at, the opposite corner of the north side. There's a headless body of a man. Looks like he's wearing one of the suits like what you're wearing. Blood splattered and brain matter on the wall behind him. There's a model 37A2 shotgun lies next to him. And the main thing that doesn't look quite right is like his arms seem like they're too long. And in the middle of like where his forearm is, the suit's torn, like as if it's been stretched. And the three of you that walk through there, which is Davis, Wilson, and Miller, y'all all need to add 1 level of stress.
Agreed.
Not what I was thinking. I'm not sure what I thought we were going to find, but it wasn't that.
This whole agreeing thing.
You know what, Wilson?
Truce?
Can we just... Yeah, how about this? Let's just do until we're done here and we get back to our boring-ass cargo run. Truce.
Truce.
I stick my hand out.
I'll shake. I'm going to pick up the shotgun. I'm actually going to hand it to Davis.
All right, maybe the truce will last longer.
Okay, there are as you're leaning over getting that, you see there's like an open pocket on that suit that he's wearing. You can see some of the shotgun shells in there.
I like the idea that you hand the shotgun to Davis. Davis immediately shoots you, and since we're being recorded, the next thing you hear is, "Oh my God, Davis! What a horrible accident!"
You have visual recorders too.
What a horrible accident!
I was
anyway.
facing the other way. I didn't see.
He's got it. It's fine.
It was dropped.
Who did you hand it to?
I gave the shotgun to Davis.
Okay.
I will grab
I'll pick out the
other
ammo.
shotgun shell. Yeah, get those.
Is there like an employee ID or a name on this suit, or
No.
not specific? Because they're just
even like
space
y'all, the
suits.
ones y'all are wearing, they're just suits.
But like,
This poor
You know what?
bastard.
I'm a curious bastard. I'm gonna put my notebook away. Is there any way like I can start taking the suit off to see if there's like a name tag or a badge or any type of way to ID whose head this or whose body this used to be?
You can attempt to. That's
I'm
pretty
probably gonna-
grotesque being that close to it.
I'd like to say that I really don't have, other than the fact this is very stressful.
Yes,
I
if
can
you
add
want to
my
do that, I'm going to
stress.
say add 1 more stress.
Yeah. Stress is both bars, right? Top and bottom are both stress.
Let me see.
It's just kind of like set in the middle. I didn't know if it's just the top bar, or if it's top
I think
and
it's
bottom.
both.
Okay.
That
So
you can
I'll
get a
take
bunch
my-
of stress.
My stress from finding the dead employee. This is an HR catastrophe. I'm going to have so much paperwork to do.
Yeah, there's no name. They just had like a wife beater on underneath it.
So nothing, and it's just the shotgun and the ammo in the pocket.
Yeah, and
What about this stretched arm?
Yeah, it doesn't look right. There's nothing else other than the arms. Both of them are too long for what they should be.
I'm going to click my voice hum. Mother, do you know what happened to this crewmate? I don't know if the systems were already offline at the point that it saw.
Member near you is deceased.
Thanks, Mother.
Excessive head trauma.
Are we hearing
Dear.
this?
Well, it's over the loudspeaker.
Okay. I do have a question. Do we have like shared comms, or can we like just connect with one another, or how does that work?
I think we can talk to each other.
I think they're using their outside the suit
Okay.
their vocals, and like when we're in space and whatnot, there's like inside the suit ones that'll communicate between the suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because if we go inside the suit, that's the mother on our ship, and the external is the mother for this ship.
Say that you can have like I'll let y'all play it how you want, because there's no hard and fast rule with that. You can either have where everybody's going to hear what you say, or you can key in to somebody specific.
Yeah, like different channels.
Does mother only respond in the local area though, or does the mother respond like over the whole ship? Because this is going to impact a lot of decision makings.
You won't know.
Okay, no, totally fine. So it's just, what is the arm?
Do what now?
Do we hear it in the air scrubbers?
If they're broadcasting to everybody, yes.
Oh, more when did Mother answer back
Mother?
Just us, or did Mother answer
Yeah,
we both
hear
heard?
Mother answering. It's like through the ship.
Okay, so Mother answers all over. Gotcha.
Sham, what did they find?
Working on it.
Not too sure I heard that right.
I'm gonna look at Davis and Miller. I'm like, calm 3.
I switched to COM 3.
Fuck. I didn't want to scare them unnecessarily. Come look at this thing. What is this?
Well, it.
I point at the arm.
That is.
That unfortunately appears to be a human arm.
No, not that. And I pointed at the malformed part of it that stretched out. It's like a mutated arm.
I mean,
Say it
Mother,
still looks human, other than it's too long.
Mother, is it possible that there's some kind of space radiation that makes people mutate really long arms?
For a specific condition unknown, radiation can cause all forms of damage and cellular mutations, however.
So we all agree this is probably some kind of space radiation, right?
Of course. What else could it possibly be?
Does
to be
space
honest-
radiation actually work that fast, though?
Well, I mean, this ship was lost years and years ago. Who knows how long they may have been out there?
Nope.
Mother, you haven't had any radiation problems in the last 80 years, have you?
It's
I
been
didn't.
offline, I think.
Damn it! I didn't mean to roll that. Am I panicking now?
No, I say that's one thing. Don't just throw dice. Watch, because if that added an extra, since you failed, it may have added an extra stress to you automatically.
It did not. Okay.
What were you trying to do?
I was rolling a wits to see if I would know, if I would know anything about cellular degeneration and how quickly that can happen. It was a dumb roll. That was like a moose level intelligence roll. So,
also for clarification, was he in between the two terminals when he shot his head off, or was he specifically in front of one of them?
No, hang on. I'll use the ping feature. He was like, he's in that corner.
Okay, so he wasn't near them. I'm not very technical though. I gotta remember I'm not an IT director in this world. Who's our just because I know these people, I've been evaluating them for 6 months of being awake, so to speak, not just in cryo. Who's the most like computer savvy of the bunch?
Who's got the highest Comtech roll?
Me.
Scrubber gang.
Scrubber gang.
Be busy. Yeah, I'm gonna separate my own personal knowledge from my character knowledge on this one, unfortunately, and say nothing.
I was the one using the computers at the beginning. You check the blips.
I'm gonna motion to go back to the primary comm channel.
How do you motion that? Explain that motion.
So
what does that look like?
I'm gonna put a little like phone, like the finger spread phone motion to my hand, and then I did 3, and I'm gonna go phone motion 1.
Okay,
Go back
that makes
to
more
one.
sense.
There you go.
I'm just like, what is it? Just a moment of like, what does that even look like?
I'm gonna tap on your shoulders in Morse code.
I was wondering if you're gonna do sign language.
Oh, that would be super useful right now.
Oh,
I just didn't want to scare the crew.
That was pretty good. That feels like a question to ask you guys in Shadowrun sometimes. Like, what does that even look like?
All right. And the other side, you said normal, right? There's no dead things over there?
No, that's the first thing. It looks like somebody blew their head off with a shotgun. They went Kurt Cobain in here.
I'm gonna get on the comms and be like, hey guys, what did Mother just say?
We think we found one of the old crew members.
I bumped my head, and Mother got a little mixed up. Nothing's wrong.
What do you mean you found one of the old crew members?
God damn it!
Still investigating. How goes repairs?
It's been like 10 minutes.
Hurry the hell up. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, it's gonna take 7 hours now.
I just kind of like look at the two of them.
Yikes. Well, that's not great. I don't think space radiation causes that.
I mean, maybe systems failed. He chose his own way out as opposed to suffocation.
Maybe we should look at did we actually look inside Cryo 1, 2, and 3 yet?
Not
Were we able
yet,
to get
but
through that
as
door?
you mention
Distracted.
that, you hear Mother chime, warning, cryo chambers deactivated.
That's not good.
Mother,
Yes?
are there any life forms in cryostasis chambers?
Yes, crew awakening.
Oh,
Oh, excellent. We'll get some answers.
yes. Let's go talk to these remaining. I wonder if they had like maybe too many people, and they were like doing shifts like every couple of months, and maybe he just got really lonely on his last shift, and he just blew his brains out.
But their systems were offline. Would their cryo systems be offline?
I think it's safety. I think it's a safety feature that the cryo has its own backup power.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it didn't, because man, I would not be on such a shitty run right now if my cryopod had failed. But
there's nowhere we've seen like a utility closet we can just move this body so that the other people don't see it and freak out, so they don't get stressed out.
yeah, let's just let's deal with that in a minute. Let's yeah, maybe what we could do is we could put it in one of the cryopods after we get some of the other people out. Hey Miller, you want to open that door up?
Yeah, let's get that open.
While they're working, does that door just open automatically?
All of them are like button press.
Okay. You open the door, Miller?
Walk up.
Nice.
Push the button.
yay, I can get the back. Wow, that's a lot of spam. 3 different accounts for the same address. Wow.
That happened last night too, didn't it? We
Yeah.
had 2, like, exactly.
Oh no, I didn't mean to ban that.
A
Oh
slip
shit,
of the
you got
finger.
banned too. Oh no, 3rd time's a charm.
Ah, shit, I just dropped my ban hammer.
Can you pick
I
that
hope
up?
it didn't hit anyone on the way down.
Look like I hit 3 people. Oh no.
Oh, they're critically injured. Oh.
Alright, so first door opens. Everything A-okay?
Yeah.
So 3 more doors?
Yep, as you go in there, you see there's like the pods. It's almost like a flower petal shape. They're all similar to yours, where everybody's head to head, and it makes like a circle.
One last question I want to ask before we get into the cryo rooms. I will externally ask the ship's mother. Mother, how many life forms are currently on this ship?
Let's see. How many do I have here?
I know there's 5 of us. So it should be us plus what's in the cryopods.
Right, hang on. I'm trying to get the total number of them.
No, it's all good.
Wrong button. NPC.
The cheater
NPC.
was going to ask what the last 10 console commands were on the computer terminal.
11 life forms.
I'm going to look at the 2 of them. I'm like 5? Seems feasible. There's 3 cryo doors. There could be 2 in each room.
That's a really low number.
I say that no, those cryo rooms could basically be 15 total or so.
Okay.
Maybe more.
All right, so 11. There's 5 of us, so we got 6 people to save and recover.
I'm gonna speak out loud on the Vox. Mother, or I guess it's not Vox. Whatever, Warhammer. I'm bringing it. Mother, how many people were there originally on this ship?
Original crew 30.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Cham and I are just fixing the air scrubbers.
Singing show tunes, having a great time in here.
I mean,
Mother's playing out loud to you guys up there off what we asked Mother, though.
Oh yeah.
There are 30 people.
Wait, does that mean?
Look up with the helping rule. I can't remember how it works for sure. And then one of y'all, whoever's helping the other, make that roll, and then the main one do a heavy machinery to see how things are going.
Go for it, fixers.
Sham, you are the machinist.
I am the man.
Where's the help button?
I don't think there's a button like that. You have to look up, because I think you have to make a roll, and then it gives them, for every success, it gives them an extra die, I believe is how it works. But if you want to look that up real quick.
Cham's been rolling like a champ.
I have rolled
Help
once,
from others,
and I
page
whipped out.
63.
So the other 3 of you in the hallway, what are y'all doing?
Well, if we see nothing through that, I'm assuming we're gonna go take a look at the cryo room.
Yep, I picked cryo 1.
Yep. Counting out life forms now.
Yep, I'm going into cryo 1. I call dibs.
For each person helping you, +1 the modification. No more than 3 people can help you with a single roll, meaning your maximum could be +3. We're not in combat. And then, yeah, you could have PCs or NPCs help you.
Now, is it automatically just a +1? They don't have to make a roll and number of successes?
They have to kind of explain how it is. So they have to explain how they're going to help, and you have to approve it. But basically, for each person helping, it's an automatic +1.
Okay, then yeah, just whoever's going to make the roll, just add a +1 to your heavy machinery.
All right.
I don't need to be told how you're helping fixing it and stuff.
Fine.
Hey.
Nice. So, with the stunts there, I'm not sure on skills, but I'm going to say that speeds up the time by about an hour.
All right.
Okay. I've been doing good at making myself before I cough into the mic.
So as he goes into cryo 1, how we looking?
There's people you see through some of them have like the windows on them. You can see there's people in each room.
So, because we've only gone to cryo 1, how many people in the cryo 1 room in the cryo chambers actually have pulses?
There's let's see. You're looking at readouts. There is you see one Johns, Reed, Cooper, Flynn, and Clayton. And the vital sign, they're starting to tick. That's the name above, and you see the vitals starting to tick up. The heart rates increasing. O2 levels still fairly low because you don't have good air in here yet. So they're in that like 80% O2 range. Okay. And heart rates low, but starting to increase.
Oh shit, we found them all.
Was there 6 in here?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay, we found all but one.
All right. I'm gonna go to cryo 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and observe.
That's between cryo 1, 2, and 3. That's
okay. So between
gotcha, some of them
gotcha.
are asleep in one room, some in another. Yeah, this is what y'all are checking all that.
Is there anyone who is in the pods who is not alive?
No, those pods are empty.
Okay, so everything is empty other than the people that are still here. Gotcha.
Okay. I'd like to. Okay, in that case, I want to ask a question to Mother out loud again. Mother, before you shut down, were all 30 of the original crews still on board and alive?
Negative.
How many crew were still alive and on board when you shut down?
6.
That was a dumb question. Although, no, wait, that was not a dumb question because we only asked her how many were alive right now.
Hold on, though. We have a variance of 1 here, though.
Right, we're missing one.
Because guy in the hallway was wearing a spacesuit, which means he put that on after Mother went, so he was the 6th person alive. And we still have 6 people alive now.
Mother, where do you know where the 6th person is?
Scanning.
Dude, it's gonna be like above them. That'd be hilarious.
Negative, not detecting.
How's that possible?
This isn't to Mother. This is to Miller and Wilson. Actually, no. Before I ask this question, Bradley, I look at all the cryos. Are they all filled with people, or are there some that are empty?
No,
they're empty.
All the others are empty except for the ones that had people in them.
Okay, so everything else is empty. Okay.
I got an HR question when you're done.
Yeah, so my question now posed to you two is, so should we go ahead and put the body in one of the empty ones?
Agree.
Should we do that now, or should
Well, let's move it out. Well, there's blood all over the hallway too.
Yeah. Well, hang
It's
on.
gonna
a
be
sec.
really hard to explain the blood in the hallway.
Here's the deal, though, right? They need to. I pull up the map. They need to go down to the showers and wardrobe, right? So there's gonna be a brief period where.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ping.
It's all good. There's gonna be a brief.
That was him. I was like, wow, you know exactly where it is.
There's gonna be a brief moment where we can get it into one of the cryo chamber or into one of the cryo rooms without anyone seeing it.
But the hall is splattered with blood. How do we explain that?
I mean, we just tell them the truth.
Okay, but we avoid the shock factor.
Exactly. We don't want them to see that.
I think it's best.
That was pretty messed up.
And you're now starting to hear people moaning. Oh, and some of them starting to vomit as they're coming to from cryo.
I'm gonna step back out in the hallway as they're coming to really quick.
Yeah, but
Mother.
Block the way, maybe.
Yes.
What are the rank and positions of remaining crew members?
Johns, XO. Reed, Sergeant. Cooper. Flynn, Doctor. Clayton, Company Rep.
Ooh. I'm gonna go find Clayton.
They're labeled. You see the names like on the readout.
All right, so as they kind of start waking up, and I'm gonna make sure they don't leave, and I'm gonna find Clayton and kind of stick next to him for a second and get him to where I can get a little bit more info.
It is perfectly like a company man to assume that another company man knows anything.
Well, I got to get an update from their other HR person because I have a lot of concern.
I'm just saying, for every quote unquote company rep I've ever met, that's the first thing they would definitely do, is assume that the other company rep is the only person who knows anything. And they're always wrong every time.
I have to make decisions as I am, though.
Where's my? I think I'm trying to find the other. Who am I short? There's Johns, Reed, Cooper, Flynn, and Clayton. That's what I'm looking for.
I get real concerned though because the ship knows there's something else alive on here, but it doesn't know where it is, and it doesn't have a rank for it. I'm gonna assume it's unaccounted for illegitimate child, obviously. Do they speak at all as they wake up?
Yeah, say they're starting to, and then someone were like, "What? Where am I? What's going on?" Each of them seem one in very bad condition. You don't know how this. The ship is 73 years, or the mission launched 73 years ago. You don't know how long they've been in cryo sleep, and various stages of illness, which is some of just waking up, but seems a little bit more severe, probably from the extended period. Cooper's like, oh, God, my head. Oh, he's just holding his temples.
Greetings, fellow employees. I'm Agent Wilson. Pleasure to meet you.
Where
You're
are
going
we?
through cryo sickness. Fairly standard for someone who's been awake. Unfortunately, it seems your ship malfunctioned. You may have been asleep for 78 years.
What? Where are we on Earth? Where are we at?
Don't worry about that for now. You are currently floating out. Do we know any?
Y'all are between stars. Y'all don't. It's
It might as well be
kind of lucky
BFE.
that you found this.
Ship's distress signal. But fear not.
Did we set a distress signal? He's asking something. They appear very confused.
I expect that.
You'd also know that I'll say that extreme lengths of cryo sickness can lead to amnesia.
I don't trust any of them other than the
all of
company
them
person, anyways.
clearly need medical attention, though.
Well, 2 of them are doctors, so you look at you and you.
They need medical attention. Well, we have no doctors in our crew, so they're fucked.
Who? I'm gonna hit our comms. We found the surviving crew members in cryo. Do I know who our most medical inclined person is?
Whoever would have the what's the skill for medicine on this one?
It's
medical aid.
Yeah, whoever's got the highest medical aid.
I
I
have
have a 1.
I also have a 1.
It's gonna be Cham watch.
I have 0, but I have 4 empathy, so I'm.
We're gonna help them through this, Cham. Don't worry.
I also
I'm
have
a great listener.
I have 2 medical aid.
Congratulations, you've been promoted to doctor.
We're gonna have to talk about my paychecks.
And Cooper's
How do I have
like,
4
God
empathy?
damn it, my head. Oh, why do stars even look green? And when I threw a football once when I was a little kid, and it went in a star. And then no, I don't have chocolate. But
I'm gonna look over at Davis, and I'm just gonna kind of like wink at the shotgun and just kind of like look at shotgun, look at person.
So you also, as you're looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's just starting to ramble incoherently. Blood starts seeping out of his nose and his ears.
That's
Bloody
not good.
eyes roll over white as the scientist convulses and writhes against the wall. As you and your crew rush to hold the man down, you notice that Cronus' crew back away instead. Busy trying to help the convulsing scientist, you don't stop to ask them why. The depths of the seizure now, Cooper flails about at everything and everyone. With a sickening pop and a bloody splash, his eyeballs launch from his face and smack into right. Each of y'all roll a d6. Whoever gets the highest gets the eyeball.
Oh hell
Well,
yeah!
did we not get a chance to just shoot him beforehand?
This is all cinematic. This is what's happening.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, man, I'm not getting the eyeball.
Oh, give me that eyeball.
It's gonna be me.
It's probably gonna
It's
be
always the HR.
Oh,
About to tie.
Roll off. Or do we each
Hell
get one
yeah.
eyeball?
They each get
I
one.
got one.
Oh no!
Can I be part of this roll off? Aw. I
So
want this
yeah,
eyeball.
that smacks right into Wilson before bouncing across the floor and rolling into a cryo tube. This time you pause, trying to process exactly what you are seeing. A slender, gore-covered arm pushes its way out of Cooper's empty eye socket, reaches around and tugs at his distended mouth as spindly white fingers yank his teeth back. Cooper does not scream. It's clear that he isn't his own mind, in his own head anymore. Something else is, and it wants out. Flesh tears and tendons snap as the thing inside his splintered skull pulls his face open right at the jawline. Finally, a thick gurgling sound wells up inside Cooper as his head rips from his body, his neck gushing as whatever was inside him plops to the floor in a burst of blood. Kill it now, someone yells. The translucent white thing on the floor slews off its placenta, struggling to stand on 4 wobbly, fawn-like legs. Shaking brain matter from its spiky hide, the bloodburster turns its bulbous, eyeless head towards you and crouches.
Oh shit! He didn't shoot himself in the head. This is exactly how the other guy looked.
So,
Uh-oh.
I shoot. So this is a roll initiative, and everybody's going to have to.
What do you want, Charlie?
So wait,
Take
Mother
some
said they
stress.
died of blunt force trauma. That's not actually true.
Well, Mother doesn't know what happened. Mother's just making an assumption based on how the corpse looked. But now the 3 of us definitely have probably figured this out.
I think Mother might be a stupid
So,
bitch.
question. I have a suit on. As the eyeball hits me, it just splatters on my suit, I'm assuming. Yes, it doesn't like
Yeah, it
puncture
doesn't do
through my
anything to you,
suit?
but
Okay,
yeah, this is everybody's going to get a level of stress.
that's fine.
Yep, I was
This is a corporate job.
expecting
I'm surprised
Everybody
my stress
needs
isn't
those
like
suckers.
that. You
You're
probably
both in. Sham and I
probably
are
get-
in the air scrubbers singing show tunes.
Do they hear the screaming of the other crew members?
Yeah,
Through
yeah,
the
you
window?
probably hear it. Well, even y'all are
Turn up
probably
the
like,
show.
fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck?
And then you hear the shotgun.
Oh, it's about to get loud. And
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Okay, let me see how this goes here.
And that was the XO that
No,
did it,
this,
or is it one of the scientists?
This was
Or the doctor?
Cooper, who is
Oh, it was like
one of the
company
doctors.
man. Oh wait, it was the doctor. Never mind then.
No, I think Clayton was, or something was the company man.
Well, actually, hang on. I don't need to change him to that because he just died. Let me look at my NPCs here.
Yeah, we have to shoot this. I have regret, or I have no regrets giving Davis the shotgun at this point.
Wilson, this is in character, but this is out of the moment. When I said that this was a boring ass job, and I hate my life and I want to die, I take all that back right now. This is the most fun that I've had. Also, the most terrified I've ever been. I think I just pissed myself.
That's gonna be in your suit all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to go back to the ship and get a change, change clothes.
I have a feeling we may all go back to the ship to pick up a few more things we didn't deem necessary at this point.
And also, maybe, just maybe, take some recreational drugs and chill out for a little bit.
Well, let's see if you shoot this thing first.
I'm looking up to see what it does and can do real quick.
Yeah, no worries. Because, like,
Always got to
these
love new
guys,
stuff.
we need to quarantine the fuck out of these people if we survive this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The other company man might be getting a shotgun to the face if he can't answer our questions.
Well, I don't think we should let anybody out of this room if this thing dies.
Well,
Like,
it's between 3 cryo rooms. Remember, this isn't all in one room. This is happening.
oh yeah, but like I don't think any of these guys need to come out now.
I mean, we could always just put them back in cryo and just pretend like we didn't see anything.
Yeah, let's put them in cryo, and then as soon as they're in cryo, I am going to blast their brains out.
That is probably not the best play.
We need to give a heads up.
Safest play.
We got to give a heads up to our people at this point. I have a feeling, because if we see that body looks exactly how the other body looked, there might be another one of these things out there too, and those two are just like chilling out, listening to playlists, doing their stuff.
Get everybody go ahead and those that haven't rolled initiative, go ahead and roll.
It's in your combat actions.
Hey, look, I'm Theris.
The
eyeball threw me off.
No, we go alpha numerically from 1 to 10, so number 1's best.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
Miller, Cham, and Ray have not rolled yet.
Cham did roll. The
Didn't
fuck is
register?
yeah.
That's weird.
There it is, AFK.
Yeah.
7,
8, 7, 2.
Wait,
it
didn't populate it. So did Ray or Rai? Did Rai roll?
Garrett, you need to roll. Did he say BRB?
He's AFK.
Okay, I'll roll.
Yeah, can you click it for him? Well, shit, I'm over here rolling a fucking 7, thinking I rolled like some hot shit. And now I find out that I rolled like ass.
Why is it not populating? Is
the only person with a weapon
as well?
I rolled.
What did you roll?
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. Why did
7, 8, 7.
Okay, so
2 and 4.
Wilson, you're the first to react. First off, also before we go, everybody needs to increase your stress by 1 and make a panic.
Already did that.
I already did.
Except for
I didn't make a panic roll though.
For the two in the shaft don't need to.
Yep.
Now I would say increase your stress level by 1 as you hear people freaking out.
Woohoo!
Okay.
No, you don't have to make a panic roll for those two.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine anyways. We're all fine.
Okay.
Thank God.
Keeping your shit together. What do you want to do, sir? You've just got this creature plop out. Let me see if I have any pictures. This thing.
Oh yeah, I would love to see a picture.
I don't. How big is this thing? Is it like small? I don't have anything to hit this thing with. So I believe. So if I want to, hold on, I'm pulling up here.
Where is an image?
So if I want to be in the situation to block attacks, because those are fast actions, can I just say that I want to basically do 2 block attacks in case something comes after me?
You look up blocking real quick. It should tell you how to choose. If it's a fast action, you should be able to use it twice. But if because you only get 1 fast action, so you can't.
Well, it says you can do 1 slow, 1 fast, or 2 fast.
1 or 2 fast. So yes, you could block twice.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to seek cover and block an attack.
Yeah, there's cryopods there that you jump behind.
All right, so that's going to be my action. So I will take cover behind a cryopod, and I'll be ready to block an attack. So I ain't got anything but a pencil. But I'm going to write this alien up so hard.
This is the only image I can get that's close because it's right beside the description for that thing. I had to put it out of the book because it wasn't on my...
Oh.
Smooth.
I don't know that that's it. That's with the picture beside what it was showing there. So I don't know if that's... It's not like a monster stat block. That was just what I just read, y'all. That's the image they had nearby.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It scares the shit out of us.
Yes, and you take cover... Rye, you hear shit going on. You hear screams in the background. You hear kill it, kill it, kill it, and I'm sure your people are like, what the fuck is that?
Was that an eye?
Yeah, I think he's AFK still.
Okay. These people are just like freaking out themselves. Hang on, why did it do that? Oh, I went round, not turn. Where's next actor? There's next actor.
Hello.
Cham, what do you do? How do you respond to this?
I think it might be best for me to go take a look at that. I'm gonna set my tools down and climb back out the air vent.
Oh no, he's just gonna find that body.
Okay, that's gonna take you a little bit to
Yep.
get back through there. Davis, that's you, Nick.
Davis already knows what he's doing.
Yeah, do it.
Yep. So what do I do?
Let's see,
what do I roll?
Can you see if you can target, like, do the control, left click the N on the combat tracker there?
I don't see an
See if it
combat tracker.
You don't have your combat tracker open?
No. I have it open. I just only see the 5 of us. I don't see anybody else.
Oh, really? It's not showing those?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Is it hidden?
Hang on. Did that?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
There it is. I see. Yeah.
This one looks a little different than our standard D&D one. Cool. You got it.
Targets. Yep. Okay. Cool. I am going to attack. What button do I push to attack? Fuck. Be in base dice bonus to attack rolls +2. Is that what that says?
I'm not sure. Does it have a an attack button?
Armor doubled. Oh, is it this button?
Yeah, it should be. I think on your active equipment on your first page there.
Oh, active equipment.
All right, sorry, not first page, on your combat page.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I think you click the little dice thing there, or is that
that
just
thing?
Yeah. So,
is that right? Did I do it?
Yeah, you rip off with a shotty. You success, so you hit it. No no stunts, which are you can do extra damage or cause extra things to happen.
Okay. It says base damage 3. I think.
Base damage 3, so you didn't do any extra. So yeah, you pepper this thing, and pieces of it is just like, I'm gonna say it does 1 point because it's just now coming out being born. It's still soft because typically it has armor. So next round it will, unless you kill it, it'll have its armor. So I'm gonna take 1 point off. So you damage it, and you see little pieces of its flesh kind of fly off of it, and it's just with this just eyeless face screams at you. And that's a slow action to shoot, I believe.
Get it fast.
So let's see.
Is this a pump action?
I think it says there.
Does it
yes.
say?
12
It's a
gauge
slow
pump.
action. Is this a pump action?
Yep.
What is? We're in the year 2200. We're using pump action.
It just got to make sure.
I understand.
Technology.
It's one of those things where, like, you're playing Halo and he loads the shotgun one shell at a time, and you're just like, "What is this?"
I know, right? How does Call of Duty have a fucking fully automated, almost fully auto shotgun?
The few militaries of the world that use shotguns, fun fact for all the viewers and everyone here, they almost all use mag-fed shotguns now, because why would you have a pump action?
Mm-hmm.
We have magazine-fed shotguns now.
Range combat. The further away you are, the harder it is to hit. At medium, you get a -1. Long, you get a -2. At engaged, you get a -3 because it's hard to draw a bead on an opponent that close. You don't get this penalty if you fire at a defenseless or unwitting enemy. Instead, you get a +3 mod. So we'll say that because as it just comes out and it's kind of slewing off, it's this placenta of it was wrapped in.
Got it.
That you will have that +3 target size, such as vehicles, get +2 mod. Firing at small objects such as small hatches or handheld items or a chest burster gives it -2. Okay, so for resolution, also here's other modifiers. If you're taking an aim shot, is +2. Short range, no modifier, and of course there's light modifiers there. If your attack hits, you inflict damage equal to the weapon's damage rating. For every extra success you roll, you choose one of these stunts. You inflict 1 additional point of damage. You can choose this stunt multiple times if you have multiple successes. You can pin down your enemy. If it's a PC, you need to make a panic roll. NPCs instead miss their next slow action. You position yourself and get to exchange your initiative score with your enemies, taking effect next round. You can't go back to your earlier one. Your target drops a weapon or other handheld object, you choose which, or your opponent falls to the ground or is pushed back, for example, through an airlock. So if you get extra successes, that's things you can do.
Gotcha. Well, I guess unless I can shoot again, that's my turn.
Oh, that's what I was looking up when I found the resolution. Ranged attack. Take aim. +2. Aiming is a fast action. If you do anything else except shoot your weapon after you have aimed, or if you're hurt, you lose the effect. Range. Trying to see. I'm assuming that is a slow action. Trying to see where it shows. If anybody can help me look that up real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying
Close
to.
combat. Don't want that. Okay, yeah, there's the list of fast and slow actions. I forgot I'd posted that. So fast actions.
Or 2 fast actions. Did we say shooting is a fast action?
Go ahead
That's
and
slow
look.
action. Shoot, fire.
Yeah,
arm.
it's this is a free league game, so everything's based on your zero Excel.
It says here under slow actions, shoot firearm.
Yeah, shoot firearm is a slow action, so yes.
Yep.
So you could use the aim as your fast, your slow as your shoot.
So I could have so what you're saying is I could have improved my attack with an aim?
Correct, but you still
Got it. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was an aim aspect. Well,
but you still have a fast action, so any of those things if you wanted to do. If you've got it's page 88 of the book or page 92 if you type it in the PDF.
Okay, which room is this in? Which cryo room?
We'll say
is this happening in?
The bottom one. What is it? 3?
Rapid. Okay.
Yeah.
I will back out into this hall. I'm assuming we were all in cryo 3. So I'll say that I was probably right there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right here we'll put. Okay.
Yeah, I'll start to back up. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm an adrenaline junkie. This is the most action. I am hopped up on adrenaline right now. You know what? I'm going to stand my ground. And I'm just going to scream at it. Die, motherfucker, die!
Hey, Miller, what are you doing?
Scott.
Oh no, we got Scott.
Scott, no.
Oh,
Captain!
I'm gonna try and stomp it.
Fuck yeah. That's
I don't
my
have
cat.
anything in close combat, but this is definitely what I feel like. Definitely what I would fucking do.
Okay, so you run over there, target and make a close combat attack.
Is it?
You had it, then it went away.
Oh, there we go. Is it good now?
Yeah, you got targeted. Hey, there's a success with a stunt. So for your close combat, I think it's all the same on the stunts.
I'm just gonna take my big
Success, you hit and inflict damage equal to your weapon's damage rating.
my
foot? Yeah, your foot.
So zero?
For every extra plus you have, choose one of these stunts. You inflict 1 more point of damage. You can choose a stunt multiple times. You outmaneuver your enemy, and you trade initiative scores. You knock or pull a weapon from your opponent. Your opponent is knocked to the ground, or you hold your opponent in a grapple. They'll need to win an opposed close combat roll against you to break free and can't perform any other action until you've done so, or until they're broken. Or let them go. This effect only works on humans and synthetics.
Oh, wait. So I can do the knock to the ground thing?
Yeah. We'll say that you don't do any damage, but you like knock it over onto the ground.
Yeah, awesome. That sounds rad. As long as it does, I'm happy as long as it doesn't leave this room.
I tell you, good job from behind my cryopod that I'm hiding behind.
All right, sweet. Hell yeah. I just take my foot and I smash one of its legs and it crumples underneath me for a moment. Nice.
Okay, so are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
They're freaking out. Oops, I did not mean to do that. It's this thing's turn. And since you're right there, you roll me a d6, Scott. Because
Sorry,
the way these work in this game is kind of cool. They have a list of attacks. I don't pick what I want to do. It's randomly rolled what attack happens or what they do.
Okay. So what? It's doing what to me?
I don't roll me a d6. We'll find out.
Oh, just a d6.
Yeah.
A 1.
It attempts to escape.
Good luck with that. You're knocked on the ground.
Yeah, it's got to make a roll. Okay, what does this say? With a snarl, the blood rusher flees, moving 2 zones away in a single action to the nearest air duct if possible. As soon as the PCs lose sight, it ends combat, and stealth mode ensues. After D6 turns, it grows into a juvenile neomorph and starts stalking the PCs. So we'll do a contested roller, so you kind of push it over and trying to hold it down. So that would be, let's say.
Now, if we're going to do a contested roll, then what was the point in me knocking it down?
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because if you just knocked it down, it's just going to, as a fast action, it's going to get up, and then slow action, it's going to run.
Okay.
But you also said you didn't want it to leave, so it is making 2 zone moves. So this thing just immediately, you see behind it, you didn't notice at first, there's little bitty marks on the ground that's just hissing and sizzling.
I know what that is.
Yep. And it darts into one of the air vents and is gone.
Okay, so knocking it down was useless?
Well, in that scenario, yes.
Because it got up with its fast
action. Because it could use it, but if it was knocked down and then, let's say it didn't get up, or that wasn't rolled, that it just didn't attack or something, like another one is like a terrifying hiss. It just hiss at you. And then next turn, it's on the ground. People can gang up on it with it being on the ground. I'm assuming, I don't know all the rules, that there's a maybe a prone target thing.
We just had the unfortunate luck. It went immediately, basically after all of the
right
people
after
that can't do anything than you.
Yeah, because if you say you went first and you knocked it prone, then everybody else got to go.
How fast is this thing? Like, how far can it move?
Well, with that one, with what it just did, it says it moves, what was it, 2 zones? Yeah, moving 2 zones away. A zone, like I said, with this is odd, the way they do things, because the zone could be from this room to that next little hallway is a zone. But it's also, if there's no thing to measure like that, it's basically 25 meters, I think. So it went like 50 meters, which is what?
Is it like those dots in the letters zone?
Do what?
Is it like the dots in those zones?
Yeah, so it just jumps into one of these vents and it is gone.
Oh,
we can't do anything. That's the problem here.
We didn't bring any weapons. We weren't we might have been expecting it, but our characters were not.
Y'all don't know what the fuck this is. Never heard of such. Never seen such.
Nope, fair.
By this time,
initiative?
Yeah, well, initiative's over. But by this time, Cham, you've run around the corner. We'll do, because you know where they went. They went into cryo. You knew that. So just roll d6. 1, 2, and 3. You happen to turn and look the direction where that body's at. Yeah, so you see that. So another point of stress is you see a dead body with blood and brain splattered all over the wall.
Tim's too good for this world. We couldn't protect him, guys.
Fellas?
You just hear screaming.
And you continue to run into where they're at. Garrett, what were you doing? At this point, Cham decided they were going to go see what the hell's going on. You heard screaming, kill it, kill it, kill it. What the fuck is that? Is that an eyeball? What the fuck?
I'm going to pretend like I did.
Okie doke. Denali is a great place. It's not just a river in Egypt.
True.
How does everyone else in this room look?
Well, they weren't looking too good to begin with because they just coming out of an extended cryo sleep, and now they are terrified.
Is anyone bleeding
out.
out their ears or nose?
No.
Okay.
But everybody is in a state of disarray. Cham, as you come running in, what are you doing? I'm gonna say you need another point of stress from seeing this another body, but with fresh, not dried, fresh blood everywhere. Head just looking exploded.
Just stacking me up. Okay. I'm just surveying the situation. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking around.
Yeah, y'all are a little, Wilson, you're a little startled as Cham comes running up behind you.
Hold on. As he runs up behind him, like, ah!
Sorry, Mr. Whistling. I'd ask if everything's all right here, but it looks like that's not the case. What happened?
Well, I wish I could give you more info, but that guy's head exploded and the creature came out and then it ran away.
Creature came out?
Yeah.
Can you describe it?
We ain't got time to fucking describe it. Go get fucking Rye. We're gonna go back to the fucking ship. We're gonna load up and we're gonna come back over here and fucking kick its ass.
I'm gonna look over at these remaining people.
I'm gonna glance towards the captain, raise an eyebrow at that.
We can't let them back on the ship. They could all be infected.
Yeah, we should probably put them back. Sorry, guys, you're going back into cryo.
What's going on? Why? No.
Yes. I point at the shotgun. I point at the shotgun. Yeah, you're going back in.
I point the shotgun at one of them.
Or did we get two shotguns? Or did
He's pointing at the shotgun Davis is holding.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, you got a shotgun, and now we got another one. What?
I invented a new shotgun that's not a pump action in 200 years from now.
All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna look at the captain. Actually, Captain, can I make a deal, or do you want to make a deal?
I mean, I'll hear you out.
All right, here's my suggestion. Let's lock these motherfuckers in. Oh shit! Do I remember? Were there vents in the mother room? I know I can look at the map. Actually, never mind. I can look at the map.
No, he specifically said there was no vents in the mother room.
Perfect. All right. Hear me out. Let's lock them in the room with Mother. We'll go back to our ship, arm the fuck up, and we'll come back over here. And when we get back, we'll figure out the best way to vet all of you fine folk. Or I can vet you all right now with my shotgun.
Only downside here, not that they couldn't do it anyways, they can control the ship from that room, but they can also control the ship from any room.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. I like them in cryo.
So, with that, we're with shotgun leveled at them, telling them what they're going to do, or discussing amongst you how you're going to handle this. We're going to call that one for tonight, because that ends Act 1.
Can I ask you one question before you pause?
Yeah.
I'm going to go on our comms to our mother. Mother, are there any life forms on our ship right now?
Negative.
Please alert me if that changes. Okay, that's all I got.
So as you cue that up and she answers, the camera pulls back from inside the ship and you see the Montero and the Kronos tethered together, just slowly turning in rotation as they move through the darkness. And nice. We'll see how we go again to get the next couple acts. And I will, before y'all log out of here, I will drop your new agendas. And if everyone else in chat will hang on through the credits, I'll find someone else to raid. I know it was a late start and a little short session, and we had a technical error in the middle, but thank you so much for hanging out with us, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
I like